Hello and welcome to the final Universal morning. We are heading to the water taxi to go to Islands of Adventure to go drop Hagrid's, and then we're going to go do Spider-Man hopefully, and then we are out of Universal, checking out of Sapphire Falls around 11 a.m. and later on in this vlog we will be heading over to Pop Century at Disney to start that portion of our vacation. We're gonna go to Walmart, get some essentials for the room. Who knows where the evening will take us from there, but come along for this last Universal morning and then on to Disney World. Just went to the Dutch Trading Co. to get a banana for breakfast and some of the cheese crackers with peanut butter, which I love, for a little snack if I need it later on. And I also wanted to show you, yesterday I bought this really cool t-shirt in the parks. It says Jurassic Park and it's kind of gray tones, but when it gets into the sun it changes into the classic like yellow and red of the Jurassic Park logo. So that's really fun, and yeah, so we're just going to eat a little breakfast and then catch the water taxi in about 15 minutes. Right up there, that's our room. And when we came back last night for the parks, we could see Bruce watching us, and there is Dr. Doom, and you can see the Hulk sometimes, but not right now. So we got into the park and Hagrid's is down and they don't know when it's going to come up, and so we decided to just go on Flight of the Hippogriff and wait until Spider-Man opens to go over to that part of the park instead of waiting in the like jumble of people. So we did Flight of the Hippogriff. It's very short, but it's fun. And everyone else has kind of gone to Velocicoaster, Forbidden Journey, which we don't do Forbidden Journey because the motion sickness is too much. But here is Hogwarts, looking beautiful this morning with the blue sky. And there is basically nobody here, and we have a little over an hour until Spider-Man opens, so I guess we're just gonna hang around in Hogsmeade a little bit, and then we can make our way over to the other side of the park, maybe go get a Starbucks or something to kill some time. And yeah, so we'll do a little bit of maybe wander in the shops a little and then make our way over to Superhero Island. But I love Hogsmeade in the morning when there's nobody here. It's so peaceful and quiet. Since we've already done Hagrid's twice, it's not too bad. It's disappointing, but I'm glad we were able to do it this trip. So right after I filmed that last clip, we just happened to be in front of the entrance to Hagrid's where the lockers are, and they just announced that it had come back up. It was posted at a 60-minute wait, but we went and put our stuff right in the locker, got in the line, and we only waited about 35 minutes. So we actually were on and off only like 20 minutes later than we had been on the days when we were able to get right in the line as soon as the park opened. So I'm so happy that we got to do it one more time. It was so much fun, and every time you do it, it's a little less scary. I say scary, but more like, you know, I guess scary is the only word I can think of, but it's just so much fun. So again, I'm so glad that we were able to do it one last time for our trip, and now we are heading over to Superhero Island to go on Spider-Man. And that part of the park opens in about 10 minutes, so hopefully we can just walk right on to Spider-Man. Once again, we are walking towards the entrance of the park as people are coming in because it is now open to everyone, not just resort guests, as of 9 a.m. So it's like the second influx of people coming into the park. We have made it to Superhero Island, and we're just walking under the Hulk right now. Definitely not a lot of people in here right now. Obviously, all of the regular guests have also headed back to go to Hogsmeade or Velocicoaster. 10-minute wait, so basically just a walk on. So let's go help Spider-Man. just got off of Spider-Man. It was a 10-minute wait. Like that more than Transformers, just because I care about Spider-Man more than I care about Transformers, because I know absolutely nothing about Transformers. So it was a lot of fun, and now I'm going to go to Starbucks to get coffee as we head back to our resort to check out. So it is about 9:15 right now, which is good because we can move over to Pop before the heat of the day kicks in, and then we can spend some time at the pool there before going over to Walmart. Here is the official last taxi of the Universal trip. Also, I've been in the sun, so here is my shirt. It has turned the colors of the logo. They're kind of muted colors, but I really like that. So now we're gonna take the taxi and go over that way back to Sapphire Falls, grab our luggage, and get checked out. We accomplished a lot before 9:30 in the morning today. Goodbye view and goodbye Sapphire Falls room. Time to go to Disney. We have checked in at Pop. It is almost 11 o'clock, so I'm gonna do a quick room tour for you. So when you walk in the door over here, don't mind all of our luggage, over here you have a little beverage cooler with the coffee maker and different teas and coffees, some cups and ice bucket here. And on the other side, we have one of the nightstands for the Murphy bed that pulls down here. So it's a table right now, it will be a Murphy bed. So this is the nightstand with the Hey Disney there, which we've never had before. And on this side is another nightstand that can be used for this bed and the Murphy bed. Really cute Mickey picture up above the bed. And the beds are raised up so you can put your luggage under there, which is awesome. And then we have the dresser here with the TV. And there's 3 drawers. And then in here, there are a few shelves and the safe. And there are lots of plugs around, way more than any of the other hotels we've been at so far this vacation. We have some nice hooks there, perfect for jackets or backpacks, things like that. And another nightstand for this side of the bed. And then going into the bathroom area, really nice sliding door here so that in the morning someone can be getting ready and the light's not going to wake everybody up. More storage here with some hangers and some more shelving. Ironing board, another hook there, even more shelves if you're tall enough to be able to get up there, and the hair dryer and iron are in here, and lots of room here to store some things, lots of little cubbies, and then we have the sink and the mirror, makeup mirror that lights up. Then we have the bathroom with a tub and shower. And we had requested the room that we had last time and it wasn't available, but that's okay. We're just 2 doors down. So our view is basically the same and we are in a preferred pool room. So the hippy dippy pool is right outside our window, and over there, that is the main hall. So it's like the check-in and food court, shopping, and the way to the buses. And then over this way is the way to the Skyliner. Our room was ready for us, and it's only 10:56 right now. So finally, we get to unpack and then start our Disney vacation. I'm so excited. It's a little later now. It is 3:15. We went to the pool for a couple hours, and now we are at Walmart. I'm here for Chex Mix. That's all I really care about, all I really need. But Mom and Bruce are picking out some essentials for the room. I do think I'll probably get granola bars or something that I can just throw into my bag for mornings when we're going to the park and I, haven't eaten yet and might get hungry in line or something. So let's go around and see what we have here. We're at a Walmart Supercenter. This is the one on Vineland where one of the premium outlets is, and it's busy, but it's not too busy. So we're in the produce section now. I think we're gonna look for some bananas maybe, and then we'll go to the snack aisle, which is the only aisle I care about. Here's the candy aisle, see if there's anything interesting. Caramel cold brew. Those weren't caramel, those would be yummy. More candy. It's funny, I watch a lot of people that are from the UK that come to Florida, and they're always like amazed by all of the different candies and things like that. Like, look at this 5-pound thing of Twizzlers. 5 pounds. Is that crazy? So I guess I'm also amazed. I can't say anything, and I love watching their videos when they come here and see all of the candies that we have. Because in Canada we have very similar things. It used to be a lot different, but it's pretty much the same now. Oh yeah, I'll go down the granola bar aisle, see what I can find. Just need a little something. I'm gonna get these peanut butter chocolate chip, and there's 18 of them in the box. So almost one for every day. And I definitely won't eat them all, but that's okay. This is what I was looking for. These are our favorite. So I need one to take home. Are you taking 1 or 2 home? There, that's what I came for. I also love looking at the crackers. They used to have these wheat thins that were lime flavored back when I worked here in like 2014, 2015, and I loved them. They don't make them anymore, but these ones sound yummy. Pretty much what we have at home, nothing too different. So now we will head to the alcohol, and I like to buy a bottle of wine or something to have. We usually do like a pizza and wine night, so maybe something like that. I couldn't find the wine I was looking for, so I'm just looking to see if there's like a hard seltzer or something that I can have out by the pool. I just don't need that many. This is what we're working with, so let me look and see if I can find something. I was looking at this because I like tequila. 2, 4, 6, that's 8 of them for $20. That was a record shopping experience. It's been half an hour, and I think we're pretty much done, so we're gonna get in the checkout. And yeah, we just kind of got the essentials, so it didn't take us long at all, and now we're ready to check out. When we got back to Pop, Mom and I went into the gift shop just for a second, just to get an idea of what we're thinking of buying. I did already buy a couple things, just little things. And now we're going to go on the Skyliner over to the boardwalk for the evening. So we might do abracadabra or just go to the margarita stand, maybe get a pizza, who knows, but that's the plan for the evening. It's been, you know, a busy day of going here and there and everywhere, but that's what the plan is for right now. So it'll be our first time on the Skyliner for this trip, which is very exciting. So this is the station, and our room is pretty close to the Skyliner station. Like, we are on this row, the first building down there. So, and that is the Hippy Dippy pool. Maybe later tonight I will, or tomorrow, either tonight or tomorrow, I will take you on a little tour of the resort and kind of where our room is, because we actually request the room area that we normally have. Now it feels like we are at Disney now that we're doing this.
They seem bigger, aren't they?
No. Like, there's, that one is wrapped. That one has characters.
But see, these are a different shape.
No.
No? I think, no.
No, they're not. You silly.
Welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Disney's Pop Century Resort.
We just got off the Skyliner at the Epcot stop, and then we're gonna turn right and go over here to the boardwalk. While I was at home, I made a list of different snacks and foods and things I wanted to try at different resorts and in the parks and at Disney Springs. And I have a few things on my list here, but of course the majority of them are cheese. So we will see where we end up getting something to eat, because like I said, basically been eating cheese this whole time. So I don't know, we'll see what we end up getting. And here we are at the boardwalk. So if you don't know, the boardwalk is one of the deluxe resorts here, and it has like some restaurants and a store, and it just has like this really nice atmosphere to it. So this is the resort, and then on the front here are the stores and restaurants. This is the new Cake Bake Shop, restaurant and bakery. Very pretty building. We came to the pizza window here on the boardwalk, and we're just splitting a super slice of cheese, and then we're going to Joe's Marvelous Margaritas, and we're each going to get a margarita and then try and find somewhere in the shade to sit and enjoy our supper. Open it up, show me. Oh, they cut it into 4. Well, these two go together.
Yes.
I'll eat those two. There's our super slice.
Take your piece. Jill's gonna take the 2 little ones.
Okay, let's try. Very good.
It reminds me of Pops.
It's probably the same pizza. I think the appeal of it for people is that normal people would eat a whole slice themselves, so it's a big piece of pizza for $9, $10, but it is good.
Tasty.
We got our margaritas. Well, they got grapefruit beer, but I got a frozen strawberry margarita. It has melted, and I've had half of it already, but it's really delicious. There's a lot of tequila in it, and we kind of looked around the store a little bit. I'm in trouble because there's a lot that I want to buy here. So today, like I said, I bought a couple things at our gift shop already, but I'm kind of just scoping things out, seeing what I like. Yeah, so we're just walking around the boardwalk. Finally, there's a little bit of shade, so that's nice. And I think we'll just do the full loop, so you can go around, and over here is the Yacht and Beach Club Resort. And then back that way is the Skyliner where we came in. But it's a really nice night now that there's some shade and there's a nice breeze blowing. And it's a lovely first night here at Disney. We came into the beach club, and they have some Easter eggs painted because this is Easter weekend, and I love this one. I love Marie, and look at this at the back. Look how cute that is. There's Mulan, and look at this Winnie the Pooh one. That is so cute. Oh my gosh, and Monsters Inc. Oh, a big old Stitch. This is crazy. These are all made of chocolate. Like, that is insane. This one is super cute too. Very springy. But Marie is definitely my favorite. My mom has requested her picture be taken in one of the big chairs, she says. I did on the other one. So now she wants these for our dining room. They look like little eggs. They're like old, but also sci-fi looking at the same time. Like they could be like in an old-timey spaceship or something. And we're gonna go in the store just to see what they have. We're going in all the stores today so I can scope out what I want. And maybe I'll buy something because I've had a margarita, so maybe I will buy something. Also like their kind of marketplace where you can fill up your resort mugs and buy sundries and little grab and go things, but they have some really, like these look really nice. We don't have stuff like that at Pop. We have that at Pop. I saw that. Yep, I saw that at Pop. Springtime cupcakes, like this one. Chocolate caramel cheesecake. This looks yummy. Cookies and cream. Ooh, I like this.
That is nice.
It's very thick, but I like it. Oh, there's that shirt. Oh no, they have that in a t-shirt, I think.
That would be nicer.
Yeah. These are one of the ears I'm thinking about. And I also really like this mug. And it says Walt Disney World inside, which is nice. I do like, I'm not crazy about the gray color.
Oh, see, I find that light for like summer.
Yeah. Oh, these are
Oh,
cute.
yeah. And these are the ones I was saying. But what do you think of these?
No, those are different ones, but these are really cute. 17, that's not bad actually. I really like those. I like Tink or Pooh, not Stitch. Minnie's okay. They have these ones at our resort
I like that.
too.
Yeah, I like that one too.
I like
not-
this side. I don't really love
It's not
that
my
side.
favorite. Are they only in yellow? Oh, no.
No, there's these different ones too.
This looks like a cupcake, right?
Ooh.
Sure.
Well, I think that's the point. It's like
It
a
is supposed
sweets
to look like
collection. But I do really like the
that's
monorail
nice.
mug. And with the blue inside, that one is 20.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah, that's...
I'm still leaning towards these two.
And this one is nice. They have this one at our resort as well. And it says Walt Disney World on it. They have a collection of this with like hoodies and sweatpants and stuff, and they have this water bottle over there, but I do really like that.
Really
And I don't
have
need
loved it.
this, but I saw this online and I love how retro it looks, but it's not
really-
double walled
and you
either.
really don't need it.
They have some of these that like, they're magnetic, so you can put them on like your bag and stuff. I haven't found any keychains I want yet. From home, I thought that I liked these ears, but I'm not crazy about the color of the bow on them, so I think those are a no. Here's the sweatshirt I was talking about that matches that mug. I actually think I like things in our store
We have a good
better.
selection.
We're back from exploring some of the Skyliner resorts, so I thought I would just show you round Pop a little bit. I'll take you out to the front entrance as if we had just arrived to the resort and show you what it looks like. This is when you first come in. And here is the lobby. And there's all this memorabilia from all different decades along the wall. So that's kind of the theme of the resort, is like 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. I think that's where it stops. They were going to do more, I think, but then built Art of Animation where they were planning to do that instead. This is the check-in area, and then straight ahead is everything Pop, and that is the shopping and dining area. And then if you turn to the left, this is the transportation, so the buses to take you to the parks. And then if you turn to the right, this goes out to the pool and towards our room. So this is the main pool, the Hippy Dippy pool, and we have the pool bar over here. And these are some of the buildings. And our room is to the left here. We requested the room that we had 2 years ago. We weren't able to get that one, but we did get one 2 doors down, so that's awesome. So this is our building right here. It's so bright and colorful here. I love it. We have a giant yo-yo to this side. So 5162, this room right here. This is my resort mug that I got for refills. That was the room we had last year. And then 5164 is the one we're in this year. And if you continue, there's Mom and Bruce to the right. And if you continue down this way, that's how you get to the Skyliner. So you have to take the Skyliner to get to Epcot and Hollywood Studios, but you take buses to Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom. Or if it's raining or like really bad windy conditions, then they will run the buses for Epcot and Hollywood Studios as well. We have a giant Mowgli and Baloo statue here. They're humongous. Giant Play-Doh over there. And then we have the splash pad, and then straight ahead, right there, that is the Skyliner station where we just came from. So the reason that we really like this section is because we're really close to the pool, we're really close to the dining and the buses, and it's really not a long walk to the Skyliner at all. So that is a quick tour of our little section of Pop. We really love this resort. I am going to fill up my refillable mug. This is for our length of stay, up to 2 weeks. I think it's like between $19 and $25, I can't remember, but that's good for 2 weeks, as many refills as you want throughout the day. And we're here for a little over 2.5 weeks, but they said I could just talk to them once that deadline comes and they'll extend it, so that's awesome. And I'm going to go into the food court to fill this up, and then let's have a little chat about our time at Universal and what our thoughts were. We've got a Disney Coke Zero. I'm at Pop Century. Life is good. Let's find a nice quiet place to have a little sit down. Let's go down by the water maybe. We have stayed many different buildings at Pop, and as you can see, there are just so many, and we've gotten lost many a time, but we get the preferred pool view rooms now so that we're close to the pool and close to the main like lobby area, and then we don't get lost as many times. There's another big yo-yo by this building. This one has some mood rings on it, and this is Hourglass Lake. I think that's what it's called, Hourglass Lake, yeah. And this is what Art of Animation and Pop Century are on, and what the Skyliner goes over. It's so peaceful back here. That is one thing, when we have stayed in the back of the building, in the early mornings we would see like armadillos and bunnies, and I always loved seeing that wildlife. We don't really see that as much being at the front of the resort. So pros and cons to both. I found this lovely bench to sit down on. This is my view. Beautiful. And I thought we could just talk about our time at Universal a little bit. So we stayed for 4 nights at Universal, and we had 2 park days, and then when you bought the 2 park days, you got 2 free. So we had 4 full days in the park. Normally in the past, we've only driven over to Universal for 1 day, did everything we could do in that day, and then driven back to Disney. 2 years ago, we decided to stay on property, and we had 2 nights and 2 park days, but we only went into the parks for about a day and a half. Then this year we decided to stay for 4 nights with the 4 days of park tickets. For us, I think it was a good amount in that it got very hot in the afternoons, so we were able to wake up early, rope drop some rides, and then do what we could before the heat of the afternoon came, and then we could spend some time at the pool and go back in to do more rides or some shopping or whatever we wanted to do in the afternoon/evening. However, in general, I think 4 days was maybe a little much for us if we were able to like fit more into the days. But we had a great time. For me, the highlights were definitely Hagrid's and Velocicoaster. I'm so glad that we were able to ride those so many times. For me, I feel like there is a lot more walking at Universal. Like there's more space between rides that we want to do and stores we want to go into. So we're like walking more between doing our activities, if that makes sense. Also, I don't think the food options are as good at Universal as they are at Disney, especially for me being a vegetarian. I think there are a lot more basic options. I really like how at Disney they do a lot of different seasonal options, or there will be like food booths at the festivals, and they're always creating like new treats. So every time you come, there's something new for you to try. There were a few new things at Universal, and I loved everything that I tried. Like everything was really good, but I am excited to be at Disney now and have like even more options to choose from. We stayed at Sapphire Falls again, and it's such a beautiful resort. It's so nice. The highlight is definitely the water taxi. That's such a great perk. And I walked to the park one day, and that was great too, to have that walking trail as an option to get to the parks and to City Walk. Overall for me, my highlight was yesterday morning when I rope dropped Islands of Adventure, was first in line, was the first person to get on Velocicoaster, rode it with only 3 other people, and then went over to Studios to rope drop there, was again first in line, and was first in line for Gringotts. That was just the perfect morning in the parks. It was a lot of fun. It was an early morning, but it was totally worth it, and that was definitely the highlight of my time at Universal. Now we are at Disney, and I'm so excited to be here. I think especially being at Pop Century, because we've stayed here so many times before, it really feels like we're home now, and I'm excited to start the Disney portion of our vacation. So we have 10 days worth of park tickets. However, the next 2 days we are not going into the park, so we have 2 days off. We're going to go to the outlets one day. We're going to Animal Kingdom Lodge for some breakfast. We're gonna do Happily Ever After at the Polynesian with drinks and noodles from Tambu Lounge, and we're going to go to Port Orleans for beignets, and then Disney Springs to shop and drink. So it's going to be a fun 2 days off from the parks, but still with touches of Disney thrown in there. And then we'll be going into the parks. So I guess I'll end this video here and say thank you so much for watching our final morning at the Universal Parks and our first afternoon/evening here at Disney. Make sure you're subscribed to see the rest of the Disney vlogs, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!